And we are live. What's up, guys? Welcome to the Fresh&Fit podcast, man. It is Money Monday. We're going to be talking about budgeting, getting ready for the end of the year. Let's get into it.
Let's go. All right,
and we are back. What's up, guys? Welcome to the Fresh&Fit podcast, man. Money Monday, man. Regular edition. It's been a minute since we have. I was gone for a bit, but you know we've been making things happen behind the scenes. As you guys know, I was in Vegas for most of last week, and then I went ahead and I just came back from DC.
How dare you?
Did a show with Jake Shields, Hodge Twins. Met up with Brandon Herrera and Donut Operator out there in Vegas. One of their social gatherings, you know, they shot some guns and stuff like that. That was a good time. It was nice meeting them, networking with people outside of the, you know, the, I guess the
typical space,
like an art, way outside of. We did. We had a discussion at Jake Rattlesnake. Yep, got to meet Jake. Shout out to him. Different things, politics, the red pill, all that other stuff. I didn't get a chance to see. Now that I think about it, I wish I had done something with Coach. But we'll go back out there to Vegas again. I ran out of time and I couldn't link up with Dan. He was a little busy. But I guess on the next one. And then I went to DC.
What do you think about the debate between Andrew Wilson and Coach? Who won that? You think? Did you see it or not? Really?
Yeah, I saw parts of it. I mean, they're both right. You know what I mean? Yeah. You know, Coach is basically saying. I think they were talking past each other. Coach was saying that marriage nowadays is just not a good deal for men, which is true. And Andrew's making the argument where, well, you know, you can't have a secular marriage; it's got to be a religious marriage, which that's true. And what Andrew was arguing wasn't necessarily that marriage and divorce can be very bad. He agrees with that. He's saying you need to have religion put into it so that you have these social tripwires that would stop the woman and buffers that will stop the woman from doing stuff. Because like if she's a part of the church and you get married with just the church, not the state, well, now she has social reasons, right? Shame, being a part of the group, etc., and not, you know, not wanting ostracization. That would keep her in line.
Yeah.
Right. So both of them are right because I see Andrew's perspective where he's saying, look, marriage is a religious institution, which is actually true. But marriages can be secular. No, they can't. Be Coach's perspective for modern men, which I agree with that too. So I think that they were kind of talking past that before. If you're going to get married, make sure it's through the church or the mosque and the state's out of it. Yeah, that's true.
That's better.
That's Andrew's position. Coach is saying don't get married at all because you know, it could create serious problems for you down the road, which that's also true because if you're not going to get married with these buffers in place, especially like a religious institution, you're going to probably take an L. So yeah, I think both of them were right. You know, I'd be happy to moderate it, right, so that both of them can kind of get both their ideas out. And that's another thing. I don't think both of them were able to fully.
It was heated. Kind
of explain their position.
Yeah. Because
I think if both of them had time rounds where they can both explain their position and the other person could hear it without interruption, then they'd be like, oh, okay, I actually agree with this. Mm-hmm. But since I know both of them and I know their positions, I was like, well, you guys actually agree. This isn't really about marriage is bad. It's more about how do we find ways to have the institution of marriage where it's not a huge risk to the man. And I don't think they got to cover that because there was a lot of interrupting and everything else like that. But both of them are right.
Yeah, the only thing I saw that was kind of missing was common law marriage because that right there, even if you're married by the state, if you live with the person in certain states, you're married by law by the state as well. So married by the church, live in the same household, that's considered marriage as well.
And that depends on where you are, right? But
it was good. It was good.
Yeah, it is what it is.
It's very heated.
But yeah, and then I did, and then you guys are going to see an episode with Tim Pool on the Culture War. That's going to come out this Friday. As you guys know, they record their Culture War shows when they do the comedy show. Mm-hmm. So that was a good time. The Mia Khalifa 304 and a guy named Brian Shapiro were there, and a fat comedian female. So I was cooking a bit, roasting them. So that's going to be fun when that comes out. I didn't talk as much as I, because there was a lot of people on the panel, but it was like 6 or 7 of us. But it was a good time. It was fun.
Wasn't it good to network, man? Go outside your comfort zone, meet new people.
Well, I know these people, so it's different. But like meeting new people is kind of annoying. I ain't gonna lie.
It
sucks.
is, but
That sucks.
it's a new experience. So.
Yeah, especially.
Welcome to my world.
Yeah. I mean, it's it is what it is.
But either way,
what else?
Today is Money Monday.
Yes.
We got a guest on Friday, if you don't want to say who it is.
Oh, yeah. I told him. Well, we got Alex Stein coming on Friday, guys. Alex Stein is going to come in. For those of you that don't know, political commentator. He works with, you worked with Blaze for a while. I think now he's attached to Turning Point USA. He does the college stuff, too.
How
He's
dare you?
real loud and rambunctious and funny, right? He's the one that calls big booty Latinas. He always says that. It makes fun of AOC. So we're going to have him on Friday, yeah. Does he have a part of him that's a part of them boys? Yes, but he actually makes fun of Israel all the time. Not too much of a fan. Actually, they try to cancel him, bro.
Really?
They try to cancel him, yeah.
Is he one of them?
How dare you?
They still try to cancel him because he's very anti-Israel.
Well, there's 2 factions though. There's the Marxists and then there's the
yeah. So he does. Yeah, he's not a fan of them. But yeah, so we'll have him on Friday. That's gonna be a good time, and we'll have him on with some girls, so that'll be even funnier.
Yep.
Well, actually, is Chris here? We need all Spanish girls on that one.
Chris is never here.
All right, we need all Spanish girls for that one.
Yeah.
You'll
Okay.
tell him? Yeah.
Cool.
All Latinas. Because that'll be funny. Yeah, for Friday. For him.
Let's do it.
And then I might do something with him on Thursday. I'll see how that goes. But other than that, and then tomorrow, guys, I won't be here. I'm going to be going to Ohio. I'm going to set up a debate table up at Ohio State.
How dare you?
It's going to be fucking cold, man. Holy. Yo, it's going to be freezing, dude.
It's cool here in Miami right now.
Yeah, I'm about to
freezing.
get cooked. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, we'll set up a debate table tomorrow. And what about you? You want to tell them what you've been going on? What you had?
Law networking, obviously, as you guys know, went to
I go Academics and Cuffem and all these guys.
Yo, Cuffem is Cuffem is hilarious, bro. Like, people don't understand. He's naturally just funny, and he's a tall ass dude. Dude, dude's like 6'3". He's tall as shit.
Oh yeah,
crazy. That was cool. Went to Adin's boxing warehouse place, and it's funny because that whole time I was there, I met Whack again. 6ix9ine obviously was there. I was there with him. And it's funny because that whole interaction, I met a bunch of people, so it's good for podcast and networking. Also, Max B, talking to him right now as people, trying to get him on the podcast.
He just got out of jail.
So that'll be a pretty cool interview as well. Blueface, that'll be dope as well. Him and Krishan with some girls would be insane. And we'll see what's coming next. So
that's a rapper that I'd actually be interested to talk to.
Yeah, Blueface.
No, not Blueface. Max B.
Oh, damn. There you go.
Blueface. No, not Blueface. For those of you that don't know who Max B is, Max B used to call him the Silver Surfer, the Wavy Surfer. He actually wrote a lot of Jim Jones songs back in the day, and he went to prison in like 2006 for conspiracy and murder and robbery. Basically, his girl and his like stepbrother robbed these guys and killed them. Well, the gun like went off accidentally and killed one of them. And these dudes were like mortgage scammers back in like 2006. And he went to jail for a long ass time, and he just got out.
He got out
in
early,
New Jersey.
Matt early.
Yeah, he's friends with French Montana and shit like that. But like, yeah, you would have to listen to like old Dipset back in the day to know who he really is. But I mean, the guy was very talented. He did a lot. He wrote a lot of those, like all of Jim Jones' bangers back in the early 2000s, like We Fly High and shit like that. Max wrote a lot of that shit. Yeah, he wrote a lot of that shit. So and another funny thing too, because like when he was like at his peak in like 07, 08, because I think he ended up going to prison like 09.
Yeah.
He was in Connecticut a lot, bro, doing shows. He'd always be in Hartford, doing shows and shit like that, and all my friends loved him, so I always used to hear his music and shit like that. But yeah, I have a lot of questions, so that would be a good interview. So yeah, we'll see. Like I said, you guys know I don't like talking to rappers and shit like that, but there's some that I will do interviews with because like I just hope you don't come high or some shit.
Yo, Castle Club. By the way, Castle Club members, we did an event for you guys last show, which was Friday. We had Mo in the back with some girls from the after hours, and it was fucking hilarious. He got twerked on, danced on, and the winner won some cash prize actually for twerking on Mo. So that was fucking hilarious. Go check it out, man. In Castle Club, you guys. It's there right now, uploaded. So go check it out. But you know who I'm proud of, man?
Who?
A rapper I'm very proud of? 6ix9ine.
Yeah.
People doubted him for so long.
Made a good comeback.
They actually put him out of the industry. They shadow banned him, so to speak. And he came back stronger than ever. Everyone doubted him. Me, Act believed in him. Now he's number one. I would say he was number one viewed podcast show guest now because DJ Vlad, us, who else? Chop Lil Ross. It's just going everywhere. DJ Frost. So I think 6ix9ine man should actually stream content himself because he's fucking hilarious in person as well. So shout out to Danny, man. Don Marco. Okay.
Yeah, we might bring him back. No, we actually.
We should go to his house.
We could do that.
His house is huge, by the way.
We should bring him back. We could bring him on some with girls just so he doesn't get drunk this time.
Yeah, he was lit. Okay, Money Monday, fellas. All right, the Great Reset. Something's coming, fellas. Very sinister. And if you know what I mean, very. It's like a double spamming. So, remember I mentioned to you guys before that I was at a conference in Vegas with some people, and they mentioned the car market going down, housing market going down, crypto going down as well. And the weird part is that, like, just last month, October itself, there was a layoff count of job loss. 150,000 people got laid off their jobs. Let me say that again. Last month alone, just in general occupations around America, 150,000 people were laid off. So, the job market is cooked, fellas. And let me just say this. We're going to go through 5 things you can learn today to kind of, I would say, avoid what's coming next, because if you're not careful with your next moves, it could either end you or make you really rich. So there's a middle place between rich and poor called middle class. That is now pretty much gone. However, there's still some time left before 2030 to get things in order. And even myself as well. I'm not perfect. I made mistakes too as well. But being around the right people, I've been able to learn and see, okay, cool. Where do I need to put my money? What should I avoid? And what did I do in the past to make mistakes that could have pushed me further? So I made a list here of 5 things you guys can learn from as well. And number 1 is never, for the most part, buy a new car. You guys heard me say this before on other podcasts. New cars are a death trap. Now let me explain. The car looks brand new. You're like, you know what? I don't want to buy a car that someone's been in before, smoked weed in before, even drank it, smashed in. I get you 100%. Here's the issue though. That brand new car, before it even gets off the lot, is going to depreciate the moment that you drive it off the lot. And the weird part is that, like, the actual car itself, you could have bought it for 3 years under and saved like 20% from that depreciation. So let's say the car costs like $40,000. You could have saved just from having a used car 3 years under $10K or more. So alone, you're saving money by buying a used car. But secondly, new cars, guys, are just a bad investment through and through. Because you're going to drive the car for a year, get tired of it, and try to sell it. You're going to lose money from depreciation as well as being upside down in the car. And upside down just means that you bought the car for a certain price and the value dropped so much, you're going to owe the dealership money to get out the car. So in essence, guys, buying a brand new car, not a good idea. I did it before in the past. Biggest regret I had for buying a car because it didn't make any sense. And I was like, you know what? Forget a used car, bro. Just buy a new car. I'm making money. But at what point do you say what's smart or what's not? And before we get into the video, you want to say anything about new cars?
No, I mean, like I've always said, I think your 2 biggest expenses a lot of times is your home expense and your car expense. And if you can knock one of them down and remove it or limit it significantly, that's going to help you a lot with other things. And new cars, man, are a scam.
Now, fellas,
a lot of times.
Don't be fooled. Toyota and Honda are not what you think they are. They're still high-priced cars. So a new Honda, a Toyota now costs minimum $50K. I'll say that again.
So they
new cars,
luxury now.
Toyota and Honda that were friendly, smart, economical are no longer those options because they're the same price as pretty much a Mercedes or BMW. So, in essence, fellas, the car market is going up and your pockets are going down. So buying a new car is going to destroy your wealth because, again, it's a silent killer. You got to pay insurance. You got to pay for repairs at some point with a new car. But the worst part is depreciation because that right there, fellas, is a slow killer that will kill your wealth instantly. Now, this video we got to play here as well to show you guys some more illustrated points, but let's get into it. There we go. Also, one more thing as well. New cars nowadays are made to actually break.
Oh.
If you ask me how I know, a friend of mine works at a dealership and Mercedes, and the cars really, nigga, are made flimsy on purpose because they don't make money off the sale of the car, so to speak. They make money from financing you the car with a loan and then repairs. That's what they get you.
Planned obsolescence.
And you're like, you know what? This car is a really good price. I'll get this car now. But the repair bill, you go to Mercedes, it's more than a car costs. Isn't that insane?
Wow.
So you're going to spend more money repairing a car
makes sense, though.
than buying a car. And that's how they get you. That's why. And you know what's funny about repos too as well? At an all-time high because people can't afford the repairs. So it's fucked up, man. It's fucked up. W scam for real. Carrie gets it.
And it destroys your credit in the process, so it's like a double whammy.
Yeah.
And then they can sue you after the fact.
Yeah, 100%.
So it's like, it just, man, you just put yourself in a very bad position, bro. You can literally go broke because of a car. Buy a car, can't keep up with the payments, and it has issues. Now, they come, they repo it, they take it, then they sue you for what you owe. It's a big L, man.
I remember people brought Teslas and a Cybertruck thinking it was cool, it was hip. Let's go, Elon. Wrong.
Yeah.
Because, bro.
They're recovering a bit, but yeah, Tesla took a huge
price
nosedive
drop.
after the Trump administration came in.
There's so many Teslas on the repo lots now. Price drop was insane. Now imagine you paid $100K for a car, it's worth $60 now. How you gonna pay it off? You got a regular job, a regular 9 to 5 job. That's your money right there, gone.
Yep.
So it's messed up, fellas. So be careful.
Absolutely.
All right,
Craziness.
Here we go.
Wealth killer.
Yeah, new cars. Car payments in general. So
Nope.
I made this video last year about the
Thanks. Here we go. And they're calling it the #1 wealth killer as well.
One wealth killer.
Yeah, new cars. Car payments in general. So I made this video last year about the #1 wealth killer that nobody talks about. In my opinion, I don't think anybody should ever buy a new car. If you're trying to be financially savvy, never buy new, because buying a new car is basically just throwing your money away to depreciation most of the time.
And how much are you losing once you drive the car off the lot?
Yeah, off the lot, depending on the model, 15%, 20% right off the top there. And then in the first 3 years, you typically lose 40% of the car's value. That's typical depreciation curves. Obviously, for some sports model cars, it could be a lot higher. For some cars that hold their value well, like I think a RAV4 holds their value really well, it might be lower, but on average, about 40%.
So I'm assuming that you should buy used. You should also never lease a car, I'm assuming.
Leasing a car could be good depending on who you are, but you should almost try to always.
Typically, that's for business owners, to be real with you guys. But even that can be used seeing it as bad because it is a write-off. But I was talking to Myron about this yesterday. A write-off is good, but you're still spending the money. So think about where that money can go elsewhere.
Yeah.
If you can avoid doing a write-off because
a lot of times it's not a necessity when you get that car.
Yeah.
If it's a necessity, that's one thing. A lot of times it's like, I kind of want to buy it because I want and I get this extra benefit. But is it a necessity? Do I need this? The answer is no most of the time.
I personally will never never lease another car. Personally, from my experiences, it's just not. The math doesn't matter for me at that point. It's just kind of like it's cool to write off, but like I could put them in elsewhere to write off even better benefits.
What cars do you have now? I don't know if you want to tell them, no, but
okay, I'll tell them. We're transparent on
because I don't even know what you have right now.
So I have right now the G-Wagon, Arabic gray, red interior. I have the Aston Martin Vantage, Chinese gray, red interior. Hey, the joke is written itself. The joke is funny.
That's a convertible one, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Rolls-Royce Cullinan, still have that same one. Rental every month. It's funny. I actually have a loyal renter that rents it from me every month, and he's a influencer. Shout out to him.
Okay.
And then I have as well the Range Rover. My sister drives that one. That's for her. And that's it.
Okay.
Yeah. So only 4 now.
Yeah, but the Range Rover is paid off, right?
No, this is a different one.
Oh,
the other
okay.
one is paid off, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
But I sold that one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair.
So I actually made $9K profit off of that car.
Okay.
Yeah, pretty good.
Nice.
All the rest, though, the car market was kind of fucked, man. Holy shit. Oh, shit. That was bad, man. That was bad. Fellas, I took an L there, man. I'm not gonna lie. I took an L there. But it's fine. We're surviving. All right. Let's continue.
Buy a car that's 3 years used. I found that that's the sweet spot because if it's 3 years used, it still feels new. It probably has less than 30,000 miles on it, hopefully. And honestly, the models don't change that often. So people will just look at you and they're like, oh, he's driving a new car. And it'll save you so much money. So if you are going to buy a...
That's actually a good call. The models almost always stay damn near identical. And keep in mind, guys, the reason why they stay identical is so that it saves them money on production. So, yeah, precisely. So it's like closer to like 3 to 5 years. So when it comes to
the cheat code is what you just said right there. Mm-hmm. Buy a car 3 to 4 years under, they look the exact same. Only this year they changed maybe the look of the lights, but who cares? It's still the same car.
It's very minor stuff that only like connoisseurs of that vehicle are gonna even realize or notice.
But bro, you pull up to a function, niggas don't know what's the difference. And yo, fellas, girls don't know shit.
Stupid.
I promise you. They call a Aston Martin a Ferrari, bro.
Yeah, bro, you can pull up with a Porsche Boxster, and they won't know.
Yeah, it's a convertible. You're winning. W. The wind blowing, they're here in the back.
It's a very cheap Porsche you can get
They don't care, man.
for like $30K.
Now, the big ballers
and girls will never
are
know.
gonna know. The big ballers are gonna be like, yo, this nigga's broke. But hey, who cares about the big ballers, bro?
You get a Maserati, bro.
what?
You get any of these cars, bro. And like most chicks don't know shit about cars. No, absolutely. Like, yeah. If you're buying cars for girls, like that's even more reason to like not go crazy.
Yeah, 100%. Because you don't need to do that much. Trust me.
You really don't.
So there you go for that video. All right, second point now. It's funny about cars too as well. Like cars are hot, but your pockets usually are not when you buy those cars. All right, that was a funny joke there.
Wait,
you
what?
might have missed it.
I'm
I'm a rapper, by the way. All right, number 2.
I don't get the joke.
So cars are hot,
Okay.
but when you buy these cars, your pockets are not, because you lose money on cars. All right, nigga, never mind.
Nope.
You didn't get it. All right, cool. Number
Maybe
2.
someone in the chat gets it.
Don't quit your job now for a new job, because the market now is cooked. Guys, I've been looking at the market because my friends that were in tech lost most of their jobs. And I was like, hold on, you're telling me that we went to the same school, we went to the same classes, worked at the same offices, but you got fired? What's going on here? And we had like an old group chat from prior days as well, and most people can't find a job right now. I know guys with masters working at pet shops, guys that have like degrees and certifications, they're without a job now, working at Publix, pretty much. And it's kind of like, what's happening? And we saw Amazon just lay off a bunch of people as well. So technically what's happening is that companies are trying to optimize their output, and AI is taking over most jobs. And they say, oh, Fresh, Myron, AI is not that serious. It's going to take forever. Well, they're estimating by 2030 is going to have a phase of every company outlet is going to have AI integrated into it, which means typically from staff of receptionists all the way up to CEO levels is going to be AI integrated into companies. Now, if you're listening to what I'm saying, you should be shitting your pants. Not literally, but you know what I'm saying? Because what's happening is most people are going to be without a job. So add that into, economy and also inflation going up. And add in as well, people can't pay their bills, pay for their cars, houses, and rent. What's going to happen? Well, we're going to need a savior. Get music for a savior. We're going to need actually somebody to save these people. Now, if you're smart, you read your Bible, you know where I'm going with this, right? They're going to need a universal income to save people. And when there's chaos, there comes order, because they create the chaos, and then magically they give you the order to follow suit. Now, typically speaking, if you look at this from a standpoint of secularism, you just take whatever they give you, move along with life, and you're back to normal. But from a religious standpoint, you want to see where this is going. And basically, it's a one world order, as we mentioned before on some podcasts, but it's happening in real time. People are asleep. They're like sheep, just saying, okay, I'm going to just go to work, and if I lose my job, the government will take care of me. And that's cool and all, but like, where's it leading to? Look at China. They have the social currency as well, where if you don't have a high social score, you can't buy, sell, or trade, and then you're in the streets homeless, and you're cooked. Well, America's not too far off, because look at what Trump is doing right now. And by the way, I don't dislike Trump at all. I just think that he's moving toward a more different agenda than most people would think of. So I'll take that there. But guys, the job market itself is cooked. And if you look at it from the standpoint of my point of view, we're okay. But for you mostly watching the podcast of a 9-to-5 job, which I think is great as well, you need emergency funds, because having emergency funds will help you weather the storm. Because if you lose your job today, what do? Can you last a month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, a year? If you can, great. But if you can't, so typically what people do is go to credit cards right after that. And if you go to credit cards without a job, you're going to be even more debt. So I think looking at it from the standpoint of what's happening with the economy, prepare that if you need to lose your job, you can actually withstand this by having savings and, of course, planning ahead. But it's a video we could play as well. Another video, Bills, if you don't mind, for number 2. Yeah, here we go.
Understand one thing. If Amazon can cut 14,000 jobs 62 days before Christmas, what makes you think that your job would not cut you? What makes you think your job is safe? Guys, we are living in times where employers don't give a damn about you being a 3-time employee of the month, a 3-time employee of the year, how much brown nosing you do, how much overtime you work, how much sacrificing you did for the company, neglecting your family. They don't care, guys. These jobs.
How many of you have jobs where you stay later after hours, you work a job with 3 people, you avoid family functions, maybe your kid's birthday, maybe even like your mom's sick in hospital, but you're working to help pay the bills. And then, company says, we're going to downsize. And you're on the list. After all the loyalty you give to them, all the respect, all the time and energy, the company just says, you're gone. And it's kind of like, at that point, what have you been working for? For a company that's not loyal to you at all? For a paycheck? And it's not a bad thing, but I'm just saying, like, look at it from the standpoint of your job is not forever. It is a reason and for a season, and at some point, it may end. And that's for everything. A business could end. Companies could end. So what are you doing to plan for this inevitable situation? Think about it. Think about this. At least long term, actually.
Not just that, but like
I'm just
Twitch,
saying.
Got rid of a bunch of people, right? Because of Amazon,
Twitch,
right? And it's funny because they got rid of people from their trusted safety section, which is kind of funny to me. It's like, wait, y'all niggas literally ruined so many lives.
Hated on us.
Yeah.
But you know what's funny about that part too? They will ride so hard to hate on people, but when they get fired, please save us. Go fund me. Oh, hell no. After all that shit you did to us, now we're good.
Yeah.
But they'll keep girls on that assault men on Twitch, ban it for one day. But we say one thing wrong for outside the actual platform, we're banned forever.
Yep. Like that Nina Lynn chick.
That's what I mean. I don't call names, but
she
there you go.
harassed that
Sophie's assistant.
that guy.
Yeah.
And they banned her for a day, a lot of backlash. So they said, oh, okay. Then they banned her for a week, and then she came back like nothing. And then we get banned for off-platform shit. So I don't feel sorry for Twitch at all. I honestly hope they fail. I truly hope they fail and the platform goes down because they deserve it. They're, number one, they're biased towards conservatives. You can't exist on there as a conservative. Number two, they'll ban certain people for off-platform behavior, but then you got people literally calling for the death of senators. Nothing happens. So it's absolutely ridiculous. You got girls on there like promoting their OFs and like literally like doing sexual things with microphones. Zero consequence, bro. Zero. So, and it's because their owner, Dan Clancy's a gooner. So that makes sense. He literally follows like all the chicks. He got caught multiple times. So it's like, bro, just it's a failed platform.
Did I tell you why I saw TwitchCon when I went? Bro, it was Dan Clancy. It was Hassan Abi.
Oh, yeah. That's his boy, yeah.
Yeah. It was also
that's why he'll never get banned. Him and Dan Clancy are good friends.
It was Pokimane and her man at the time. I don't know who that was. And it was SQC and some other streamers, Nick or whatever, on Twitch. They're all in a section partying, getting lit. And Dan was always with a young girl, bro.
Of course.
Always. And I'm like, listen, I'm not a hater. But nigga, she like 12, bro.
Yeah.
Saying nigga. Just she like 12, dog.
Yeah, he's
that was weird.
Twitch deserves all their failures, bro. They deserve every single failure that comes their way. So, but no, I just found it funny when their employees were talking, and it was a guy from Trusted Safety saying like, oh yeah, I got laid off, blah, blah. And I'm like, bro, how many lives did you ruin when you were working at Trusted Safety? No one's going to feel sorry for you at all.
I used to work at a company, right? And we would go through people's accounts. Some were obviously not in our terms of services, gun shit, illegal shit, that to just go. But when I had a chance to say, you know what, this person, their money's on the line for their family, I'll say, you know what, I'm gonna take the L here. If I get like written up, I'm gonna make sure that your business goes through because that's somebody's livelihood. For them, it's like, oh, I don't like this person, get them out of here. But it's a business. That's how they feed their family. That's fucked up.
It's crazy, bro.
But they don't care.
I wouldn't wish demonetization or anything on like my worst
liberals,
enemy.
bro. If they're not on your actual like agenda, get out of here.
Yeah, bro.
So
this is why platforms like Rumble are superior, bro.
Rumble for sure, 100%.
Shout out to Rumble, Kick, Party, all these alternative platforms that put pressure on YouTube, especially Rumble, because Rumble's their true free speech app.
Yep.
Like, yo, man, that's.
And Party's coming up too as well. Party's
coming up. So, but yeah, dude, like any alternative platform to YouTube, honestly, and Twitch is like a W, because honestly, the only way that they're going to change, which they've been changing, by the way, it used to be, oh, we give you 3 strikes and we ban you. Now they give you warnings. So YouTube is also realizing, like, damn, like we're losing a lot of people to alternative platforms because our ambiguous guidelines, our ambiguous ruling, how we like give people strikes or whatever. Like, so we'll see, man. We'll see what happens. But definitely Trump coming in helped helped a lot.
If Trump wasn't here, we'd all be cooked.
Oh yeah, we'd all be. Oh yeah.
Like as much as people hate on Trump, bro.
Yeah.
We wouldn't have a podcast today.
100% he's responsible for a lot of the censorship recession. 100%. That's not even a question.
So when people say, oh, bro, I hate Trump, bro, listen, You want Kamala instead? Please, nigga, please, come on, bro.
No.
Stupid.
Don't be dumb, bro.
Yeah, even these dumbass left wing niggas, like you would be in a way worse situation with Kamala in. Way worse.
Yeah.
Especially these guys that are anti-Israel with Kamala, it would have been way worse for you. So
we'd all be cooked, man.
yeah, even more so.
Just keeping it real.
So yeah, we've been demonetized now for 2 years and we still figured it out, you know. But like, yeah, I mean, but the thing is that I've seen this demonetization destroy other people. Like they can't even operate no more. And we've been thankfully, you know, shout out to Fresh, making things happen behind the scenes. But we've been able to survive and thrive even while being demonetized for 2 years. Yeah. Other YouTubers would never be able to exist, bro. Like being demonetized. So
and we help many people too.
And we help a lot of people that had this problem as well.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So we're still here, despite the fact that some of our haters and our biggest detractors prey on our downfall. We're still here.
I'll tell you this, bro.
Have more influence than them.
This is the hardest working podcast in the world.
By
bro.
far, it doesn't even come close.
Bro, we used to do 7 days a week for 2 years straight. Who does that? Or ever did that?
Yeah, I mean, and we're still going.
Yeah.
Still going. I stream almost every day.
You stream every day?
You know what I mean?
I stream Monday to Thursday, pretty much. And networking every single day as well.
And it's funny because people will say we're not relevant. And I'm like, nigga, bro, stop hating. Bro.
Can I say something real quick? Hold the fucking show up, man. I've been at concerts, right? I've been at events. I've been at clubs where I'm the most known person there. And a rapper celebrity's like, yo, who is this nigga? Like deadass. Yesterday, I was at a function. Axe Noble. Axe Detox. Big celebrities were there. Who did everyone come take a photo with? Me. I'm not even that big. But streamers nowadays, fellas, especially big podcasters too, are the new meta. So, in essence, celebrities are dying, bro. I'm telling you. But at the same time, because there's a lot of value. Bro, your podcast changed my life. I have a wife now. I have a girlfriend. She's amazing to me. Like, my credit score is up. It's all something good that we add value to. Versus, oh, bro, your song is dope. Okay, it's a song, bro.
Some nigga made a video hating saying that we're not relevant or some shit, right? Right? You know what's funny? You know what that bitch ass nigga didn't do?
What?
He didn't show our Rumble numbers.
Can I show it? Nah.
It's crazy.
Maybe one day.
Yeah, because it's crazy because it's like these niggas like they're only on one platform.
Yeah.
Right? They're on one fucking platform. That's where they put all their content on. We're spread across like 6 or 7 different platforms.
Yeah, because
with multiple channels, right?
And we're demonetized.
And we're demonetized.
And shadow banned.
And shadow banned. And we still get more views than you niggas on a side channel. My channel by itself gets more views than these niggas.
That's facts.
And that's their only shit. Meanwhile, I'm streaming everywhere else. Right? And then they want to go out and say, oh, Fresh&Fit is relevant. Your guys' views have dipped. Nigga, we've turned this into a financial channel.
Yeah.
If you guys notice, we're only posting money stuff on this thing now.
Yeah.
So we're not even doing after hours on here, nothing. And then on top of that, show our Rumble numbers. Show our Rumble numbers, but they won't do that.
It destroys them.
We're getting hundreds of thousands of views on Rumble, bro. Hundreds of thousands. And on top of that, Rumble's a harder app to go viral on.
It is, because discovery is really low.
Discovery's low. People have to go there to look for you.
For now.
But
they're working on it.
But I find it hilarious when people say this shit. When I'm like, yo, number one, you guys want to talk YouTube numbers. My channel by itself gets more views than you guys.
Yep.
And then number two, if we want to go ahead and talk about Fresh&Fit, let's compare apples to apples. Let's go ahead and compare our Rumble channel where we post all our content to y'all niggas channel. When you have millions of subscribers, we get more views than you guys on our Rumble channel, and it's a harder platform to find, and there's no recommendation. People go over there to find us, so who has a real following? Niggas tell me I recognize you from YouTube, from TikTok. I've been banned on TikTok for 5 years. Bro, how many niggas came up to us, Brett, when we're in DC? Oh, you're the TikTok guy. Oh, blah, blah, blah. You're doing the cause debates, whatever. Bro, we're way more fucking relevant and viral than these bitch-ass niggas, bro. Like,
bro, the interview,
nobody watched them.
The interview with 6ix9ine. Girls that don't even like us were like, oh, I seen you before on TikTok with 6ix9ine. I'm like, oh, shit. It's because, again, we still are relevant no matter what they do. They try to stop us, but we're still
tried. It's really hard.
Yeah.
Got like a bunch of other YouTube channels, make lies up, all this shit. Oh, well, you guys are relevant. Look at your YouTube numbers on here. Nigga, show our Rumble shit. You don't want to do that. You don't want to do that.
I'll say this, though. We'll see who has the last laugh when this is all said and done. Because we're not stopping, bro. Ever stopping. So, guys, we're going to be here for a long time.
Honestly, bro, we've already surpassed them, if I'm going to be honest. We're far more relevant than them. When you actually look at the like grand scheme of things, like we're far more relevant. People watch them when they talk about us. Like, that's when they get their most views. It's not that people fuck with them. It's that people don't like us. That's why they're there.
But you know what I realize about content as well, though?
Mm-hmm.
If you're being talked about in any regard, good, bad, ugly, it's good for you. I'll tell you why. Wes Watson, right? There's a lot of haters online. I get it. People hate Wes. But one thing you can't say is that he's not relevant. Because anybody you talk about, oh, I know Wes. Yeah. His video.
Yeah.
Good or bad, he's been talked about.
Yeah,
so
you'll convert a percentage of it. You will, if you're smart.
Exactly. So
even if you convert a small percentage.
Being talked about regardless if it's good or bad, hey, you know what? Fuck it.
Yeah, no, man. I mean, like I said before, like they're our marketing team. They talk about how much the money they made. All right, bro. You don't want to talk about. Well, okay, we'll keep going.
It's all good. It's all good.
We'll keep going, despite being demonetized. Because I already know how much some niggas made last year. We destroyed them way more. You made way more. Because like they only have one platform. We're on like 6 or 7.
A wise man once said, "Any attention is good attention." So there you go.
And we're way more relevant than they are. Ain't nobody giving them interviews or talking about them. They talk about us, bro. There's a reason for that.
Also, from what I heard, not to be happier about this, but like one of our biggest haters, John Anthony Lifestyle, got banned on YouTube. How it happened? I don't know, but I guess payback is due. Moving on smartly. Are we done with the video or no?
Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, I found out about that like a day ago or something.
Got banned on YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
I mean, that sucks though.
No, it does suck, but
getting banned, that sucks.
Yeah, when our first haters, bro.
I don't pray upon that on nobody, bro.
No, I don't.
It is what it is, man.
Yep.
I only care about
but he created a lot of enemies.
Income that they can make for the company.
Yeah.
And they're going to pay you as less as possible, but work to get the most out of you to accomplish that. And if they have to cut you to meet those numbers, those analytics, then guess what? Get ready, because they're going to treat you like trash going out on a Friday.
So we'll stop it here. But I was at a dinner with some people, an AI creative director, some owners of some companies, and they're planning to implement AI in all factors of business so they can minimize expenses and raise revenue to a massive amount of money. And then we'll put money into crypto to kind of stabilize their earnings. Now, that just means for most people, you're probably going to lose your job. So think about this. What are you going to do? All right, number 3. On the list, we had number 3. This is going to be having a minimum of 6 to 1 year savings, especially with a job loss. Now, Myron, you're very good at saving money, better than most people I know. Actually, Andrew gave you the credit saying you're smarter than him and me because you don't spend money, you save a lot of money yourself, and you invest it. What would you say is one of the things that people can learn from you about saving money, having an emergency fund?
If you just keep your expenses low, you don't even have to budget. I rarely, that's like one of my cheat codes is I keep my expenses so low that I don't really even have to budget because I don't spend that much. Like, I mean, obviously I spend a lot for like
real estate?
running operations, obviously for the show and, everything else like that because we got a team. But like outside of like my personal funds, like I don't spend much at all. So, and if you really keep your overhead low, guys, like you don't even have to budget really. Yeah, because you guys got to remember, like all financial problems come from basically this. If you spend less than you make, you're really not going to run into problems. Most people spend more than they make, so therefore it puts them in a strange situation where they have to start getting creative with either A, making more money, or B, budgeting during periods of time to fix that situation where they're spending more than they make. But if you simply spend less than you make, and better yet, spend significantly less than you make, you're going to be in a position where you really don't have to budget that much. And I kind of do it where I eat cheap food. I eat like Chipotle and shit like that, right? Or you can get a meal prep service. I don't wear fancy clothing. I keep my wardrobe pretty simple. I don't buy designer clothing at all. No car. I have my old Honda, which is paid for since like 2002. And when you just keep your overhead low, man, you really don't have to budget. Budgeting, it really becomes important when you have a lot of expenses so you can track where that money's going.
Yeah. That's
when you really need to start budgeting, is when you're close to the red line. But if your expenses are low, man, you really don't need to budget too much.
Also, less is more. After having everything, highest, lowest, cars, lifestyle, less is more, man. I'm happier with less than I was with more. And I feel like I'm more in control.
Yeah, and also doesn't bog you down. Materialism, I think, is honestly one of the worst things that you can, be a part of, because materialism kind of puts you in a situation where you need to keep acquiring things to get that same level of satisfaction, almost like drug use a bit, right? You buy your first thing and you're like, oh, this is really nice. And then to get that same high, you got to buy something else or more. So, yeah, I think materialism just sets you up for an inevitable slippery slope of constantly being unsatisfied because you always want to buy the next thing.
So just after your point, remember I was in that nigga phase?
Yes.
I was going ham. Come on, man, just keep it real, bro. It's just for the chat, you feel me? Just being transparent here. I felt like, okay, you know what? I'm working my ass off. We're doing numbers. Why not, get some designer shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, just be a nigga for a little bit. And I did it for the marketing, of course, but it was like, I'll buy something, I feel great. Then I'm like, okay, I just spent $5 on a shirt. Could have got a designer for $40, $50 to do what? Look good. People that don't care about me. And then added to that as well, if I work out and I get in shape, everything looks good on me. So I was like, oh shit.
And it's cheaper.
And it's way cheaper. So it was like, hold on. I'm about to spend $500 to $1,000. I can just work out, be healthier, feel good, look good, and spend less money. No brainer. So that was like oh shit, I was wrong for a minute. But Myra's right the whole time. So
yeah, I mean, again, some of you guys aren't like, I'll be honest with you guys, it's not like a sexy lifestyle. It's very boring. You're always going to be like inside and shit like that. But if you really do live like a minimalist lifestyle, I tell all of you guys, like, aim to have less than 200 things. If you can master having less than 200 things, that's another piece of sauce for you guys. If you can manage to own less than 200 things, you're going to be in a position where you're going to be good because literally you only have like your bare necessities. And when I say 200 things, I'm talking about 200 things.
Clothes too.
Yeah, like,
clothes,
yeah. 200 things, bro.
Shoes.
200 things. You're insane, bro. 200 things. Obviously for me, I can't do that because obviously I have a full-on studio and stuff like that, right? But for the rest of you guys, right, like let's say you got like a regular job, own 200 things, and you guys are going to realize like how you're going to be good. 200 things, bro, and you won't have to worry about budgeting ever.
By the way, guys, no Ozempic, just in the gym, eating at certain intervals, and of course, lowering going out for food. So it's way better. So yeah, we're down now to 185 pounds from 220.
Nice.
All right, what's number 3 has a video as well.
Mine, I gotta know what's the estimate of things you got right now. Like, I was thinking 120.
Oh well, I mean,
I'm thinking
way more
120
because obviously all the stuff here in the studio.
Okay, you gotta take
Excluding
business
the
out.
studio, I think he got like 50.
I'm gonna do a count. Yeah, hold on. I'm gonna do a count real quick.
Yeah, count real quick. We'll be right back. It's not gonna be a long
I don't
count.
know. I think
It's not a long.
It's not a long count.
yeah,
Should be here
maybe
real
like
quick.
I probably have around 200 things right around there.
Bro, I think you got like.
I think you 120, bro.
120.
I don't have much. Like my room is barren.
Bro,
There's that
You
shit in
got a
there.
bed.
he don't got a mirror in there.
He's not even. He got
And I wouldn't even
got a
consider
mirror.
that stuff because like I wouldn't take it nowhere.
He got a bed, a dresser. That's it.
Yeah, I don't have anything, man. Like I really don't, bro. Like it's actually kind of pathetic, but it's fine.
Bro, when
It's
you
not pathetic.
when you count toothpaste and toothbrushes, that's incredible, bro.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
But it'll make your life a lot simpler, man. It really will, because like what'll happen is like you remove your tie to things, and then like you'll notice like how much relief you'll have because you're not worried about stuff.
All right, man. So he has 150 something there. 149 now.
What?
That's this. So 150.
yeah, I believe 150.
Yeah, probably.
Thanks, man.
What? Did you
149,
just?
nigga.
And look at the
Yeah,
cologne,
let's go.
guys.
149.
149. Hey, man. With a friend like me, a nigga like me, you lose some stuff. All right. We got a video?
Yes, that video.
Pull up this list.
Here we go. This is from Ramit.
Are my 10 money moves. Number 1, always have 1 year of emergency fund cash. Now, typically, people in the personal finance world recommend 3 to 6 months
That's
of
what
an
we say.
emergency fund, right? For me, I prefer to be more conservative.
Pause.
I want to know that if something really
This is actually ideal. I always tell you guys somewhere between 3 to 6. But if you could manage a year, and I've said this before too, if you can manage a year, do the year. If you can do that of savings. And remember, guys, you don't have to save as much if your expenditures are low. If you can get by on $2K a month, that means you only need what, $12K to be good,
Also,
or $24K.
most Americans don't have $1,000 in savings
Yeah.
right now.
If you can get by on $1,000 a month, you only need $12,000, right? But if you need $5,000 a month, that means you need $60,000. So that's another good reason to keep your expenditure low, because if your expenditures are low, you don't need as much in your savings account to make shit happen. When you don't need as much in your savings account, now you can start deploying that money to actual invest. Because remember, guys, first it goes make the money, right? Then put the money in the savings account so that you have an emergency fund. Once you have that emergency fund, that's when you start investing. The problem is a lot of you guys want to go ahead and start investing. You don't even have an emergency fund. I am very pro have that emergency fund before you start investing. So in other words, you got $12,000, right? Let's say to keep numbers easy, you need $1,000 a month, right? You have $12,000 saved. Now that you have $12,000 saved, and you have $12,000 saved, you make another $1,000. Now you have $13K. You have $1K that you can invest. But that money that you have there should always be there. Don't take emergency fund money to go buy an investment. Because here's the other thing too. Let's say you buy a real estate property. Fresh could tell you guys about this. You buy a real estate property. You put all your money into it. Great, you acquired the asset, but things come up. You got to fix things, whatever. It's expensive, man. So that can also set you back too, and you'll be house poor. Yeah.
So, I've made almost every mistake in the book. So you guys know what not to do, man. So trust me, bro. It sounds good, but you might become house poor. So
yeah, guys, don't invest until you have that savings. I think 12 months is optimal. But I know a lot of you guys are not going to do that. You guys don't want to be patient. So 3 to 6 at bare minimum.
Yeah. But if you can,
a year is the best.
But guys, I mentioned before, the job loss is at an all-time high. So just off the
today's
numbers
economy,
alone,
you should do 12.
You may actually lose your job. Just keep it real with you guys. It's not like a joke. You just saw the numbers. Last month alone, just October by itself, in multiple sectors of jobs, tech, health, 150K gone in jobs. And that's only last month. Imagine the entire year. Bro, it's cooked, bro. AI is coming to take everyone's job.
Well, I might have to alter my thing and say 6 months to 12 months now.
I think
at this point, bro.
That's safer. Actually, just Googling this as well. Approximately half the Americans have less than $1,000 in savings, and that's actually 70% of Americans. So that's 70% of Americans.
Roughly 60% of Americans live paycheck to paycheck, even people that make over $100,000 a year.
That's crazy, bro.
Yeah, bro.
So yeah, guys, have the emergency fund because it'll help you a lot for sure.
Yeah, man.
All right, number 4. We have number 4 here. It says, avoid going out unless it's a free event or for networking. So this is, man, very important because
you're the master of this.
Yeah.
Yeah, so take them through.
So, fellas, you see me outside.
No. This is actually really important. This is really important good. What he's going to say because a lot of you guys think that he's out there spending a whole bunch of money and shit like that.
So I remember it was me, Ben Adon, Odell Beckham, some ladies, and then one other person, I don't say his name. We're at an event, just sitting down chilling, right? And I used to wonder, okay, how are these guys going out every single night, doing anything, living life? And Ben was like, listen, bro, I'm going to go out when I'm invited. I'm like, what? Because, dude, it adds up. You spend, for example, Miami, a typical night, you go to dinner, you go to a club, that's easily between 3 to 10K, easy.
Yep.
That's a light night, by the way.
Yep.
Guys spending 50K a night, easy,
all the time.
Normal. So if you are here living for a year, 6 months, that's going to add up immensely. Now, I'm like, all right, listen, bro, I ain't trying to spend money like that, bro. I don't drink alcohol. I don't gamble, none of that shit. I don't do none of that dumb shit, right? So I'm like, how do I maximize gains of networking and minimize expenses of spending my money? And I watched how Odell moved, how Ben moved, and they don't pay when they go like that. It's kind of like they just get invited either to a celebrity section, a rapper section, or a NBA player section, and they go there, catch a little vibe, and then dip. So they come into an environment, they can network, meet girls, do whatever, but they don't spend any money. And then they just leave and go home. Versus guys go to a club, they get a table, pop out 5-10 bottles to look cool, but for what? And they're just laughing. They're like, oh, these niggas are dumb. So using that mindset, I was like, all right, cool. How do I myself do a podcast, get into this game and kind of access it in the same way? So I became cool with club owners, managers, people that have status in the scene. And what happened was they got to know me, became pretty cool, and I'll get invited out. For example, we went out last night to Club Live. A good friend of ours invited us. Shout out to him. And I was able to meet some people for a podcast. Next Monday, we're bringing on a trader that trades with his bot and makes a ton of money and is all automated. And meeting that person was from going out last night for Money Mondays. So see how I can go into an environment for free, meet people, network. Oh, you're fresh. Da da da. We pull up. Boom. But I didn't spend a cent. Now, mind you, look at it from the standpoint of somebody is not being smart about it. They go to a club. Every night they go to a club. Hey, welcome back, sir. 10K, 5K. So I just think from a standpoint of just networking itself, if you're smart about it, use access. Meet a manager. Meet the doorman. Meet the guy maybe on the club. Give him a good tip. You never know. Hey, listen, my name is Frank. I live here in Miami. I love to network with you. Like, I love your club. Da da da. Because that can lead you to so many different opportunities off of just knowing somebody in the industry. You might need a promoter. He has access as well. You give him like a little tip. You're good to go. But you don't have to spend a bag every time you go, guys. Like, for example, you go to a bar. You're gonna sit there, get a bunch of drinks, maybe get drunk. And you're gonna drive home. Like, that's gonna be like, okay, a bad choice because you might get hungry for food after. So I'm just saying, like, be smart about how you move. Think about it long term, and think about this: if you are smart about how you move and you network properly, you can make many connections for pretty much like low cost on the dollar. So I just think that, like, look at it from the standpoint of, why am I doing this? What's the end result? What I want to achieve. If that shit doesn't add up where you're doing it for low cost, high benefit, what are you doing it for? To get drunk and do dumb shit? For what? So, in essence, guys, just be smart about how you go outside, man. And if you're going to go outside and do dumb shit, just stay home. You're better off. You can buy a bottle yourself with some friends. You save money there. But going to a club for access like that, man, be smart about it.
Yeah, or if like you're not gonna go meet anybody, don't even bother going.
Yeah. What's the point?
Yeah, bro. Drinking is such a waste of time.
What are you celebrating right now? Being broke?
Yeah, being broke.
Nigga.
Being a bum.
You what?
You know what I mean?
So yeah, man.
Like, what do you like? I'll give you guys an example. Hey, I'll use a fucking example. So I'm in Washington D.C. Right? I'm there with Clyde and Brett. For those of you that don't know, I did an interview with Clyde. It's the real Clyde on Instagram. He's an Orthodox Christian, nice guy, former Marine. The real Clyde is on Instagram. A couple of you guys told me about him and said we should do a collab, and we made it happen. But anyway, we did an interview and we went to go get some food, and we're at this food spot, and this guy comes up to me, fucking drunk. Hey, Myron, you're fresh and fit, Myron. Yo, I want to come on your podcast. I was like, nigga, what the fuck? It's one of the most annoying things ever, bro. When people say that dumb shit. Like, and I'm like, all right, bro, just whatever, man. Just go, because he's on his way to go to the bathroom, and I'm standing there in line waiting. So, all right, cool, whatever, right? I think he asked me for a picture, and we took a picture. Cool. So we're still there waiting. He comes up again, fucking eyes bloodshot, smells like alcohol and shit. Oh well, I do like chess boxing, some weird fucking shit,
niche,
some weird niche, yeah. He's like, I want to do this or whatever, and I do this. I want to get on shows. I was like, look, bro, let me be very honest with you. How much you had to drink today? Oh, I had a couple. I was like, look, bro.
Nope.
Let me just tell you what it is. You got to quit drinking, and if you're going to do this, you got to go all in. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about this shit. Like, you have to actually, like, go all the way in, post every day, be consistent, and nobody's going to bring you on their fucking podcast unless you add value, okay? Like, I think I'm going to do something like 60 minutes or whatever. I was like, all right, that's cool. Like, but mainstream media, legacy media, doesn't have the same pull it used to. Like, you're still going to have to be on social media and add a good amount of value. You have a niche, but you can't be out here drinking and partying all the time, right? Like, and he's a college kid. I think he went to like Georgetown or some shit like that, because we're in the Georgetown area. Mm-hmm. And like, that's just a microcosm of a much bigger problem. Guys, if you actually want to be super successful at something and be good at something, like, you're going to have to cut out socialization, drinking, smoking, hang out with losers. Like, it's going to have to like engulf your entire life. That's just what it is. Especially in the beginning part when you're really trying to grind and build, right? So, once you get, to a certain position, you can kind of, pause, reassess, and then see where you're going to go from there. But like in the beginning stages where you're building, you can't afford fucking distractions, dude.
So Myron just mentioned something that's very important: intentional networking. This is why I teach you networking, because he's saying when you go outside to meet people and network, you can't be drunk, you can't be high. That just it defeats the purpose, because now
I was annoyed, I was pissed off.
You look dumb, and that person high value. They're like, yo, this person's retarded.
Yeah,
hell no,
stupid.
So
I still gave him advice, like what he needs to do. But I was very angry when I spoke to him, and I was like, yo, you're a fucking loser for this. Like, you never go up to somebody like this when you're drunk. Are you stupid?
He lost respect off the bat.
Yeah.
So let's say, for example, he had a good opportunity.
Nigga, if I met Joe Rogan, right? Let's say I'm at a UFC event, whatever. I would not dare say, yo, you got to have me on your show. I would never do that. I'll never invite myself to someone's shit, ever. If they want to invite me, that's one thing, and that's me. If I ran into Joe Rogan, I wouldn't even ask like, "Oh, can you have me on your show?" No, bro, what the fuck? But this guy, like,
see,
incredible.
Whenever there's a value difference between the person you want to meet and yourself, you have to wonder, what does that person want?
Precisely.
And when you know what that person wants, you can backtrack and say, you know what? All right, I can work backwards to get them what they want, and then guess what? I get what I want.
Yeah.
But without that, for example, I meet Myron. You know what I'm gonna say? Myron, you're fucking amazing, bro. I love your content, but I can see you need more clips. I'll work for you for free with clips with Brett. See right there? I just add massive value because I know what Myron wants. He wants more outreach and more push because he's shadow banned right now. He's shadow banned. So off rip, I saw this problem, I solved it, added value. That's it.
Yep.
So you go in there drunk and, oh yeah, bro, put me in your podcast. Ew, nigga, like
Retarded,
what?
bro. Stupid.
You what?
So like the reality, like if you meet someone, right, like just like Fresh said, that has more value than you do, and let's say you're here and that individual's here, your job. And I want you guys to really look at this very nice and closely, okay? Because a lot of people don't like teach this shit, right? Like Anus and Reach obviously don't do this. This is why nobody goes on their fucking show and they never get invited, stupid ass niggas. So let me teach you guys how to do this shit. You're here, the person's here. Your job is to close this fucking gap.
Yeah.
Okay? You close this gap by adding some type of value, whether you have a skill set that they don't, or you have connections that they don't, or whatever it is, right? But this is where you become creative and you find out a way to close that gap where now you guys are on parallel ground because you've added an enormous amount of value. Now, that takes research on what Fresh said, right? You have to know the individual that you're talking to, what their weak points are, etc., and how you can add value to it. But this comes with you. Obviously, when you go out with a purpose. You know who's going to be there. You know what their weaknesses are. You research. Maybe you watch some of their content, whatever it may be. And this could work in the business world too, by the way. This isn't just like with social media networking.
Everything.
We're just showing you guys social media networking because it's simple, the concept that you guys can understand. But that's the reality. They're here. You're here. Your job is to close that fucking gap with the value that you add.
But also, let's say you don't have the value up front yourself. That's fine. You just said it just now. Perfect. Your network. Who has that value up front? For example, let's say I can't do clips. I know Brett. Hey, brother, I connect you with my clipper, Brett. Here you go.
Yep.
Instantly.
Boom.
I can't clip, but he can. But my network is strong. So that's where the power of networking comes into play. If you don't have the value up front, that's fine. You may not have the value right now, but someone in your network does have the value.
But coming up to them drunk and just like saying, bring me on when they don't know who the fuck you are, absolutely retarded.
Yeah, bro.
Right? And the same thing with like let's say you go to like a business meeting, whatever, and you're like a lower level guy and you're just like, hey, you should hire me. Oh, I should get a promotion, blah, blah, blah. No, bro, that's not how the world works.
No.
That's not how the world works. You have to, and remember, guys, we aren't women, okay? As a guy, you must provide some type of value, like that's tangible, especially when you're at a lower status or a lower level than the individual that you're talking to.
Also, one person can change your life. Just one connection can change your entire life. Trust me. We were down and out, fellas, right? YouTube demonetized this. We didn't know what we were going to do at that point. Try to figure it out. One connection saved the entire show. And that alone is just one example.
Yeah,
There's many. Look,
we made other connections as well, but like that one was huge, right?
Even you getting your job with the government, right? I'm sure you met somebody that said, you know what? He'll be a great person to bring on the team. Whether it's your employer, whether it's someone that says, yo, he has a value. Look at Brett. He met me. He works for Myron.
Yep.
Gary, Dom, Bobby told me, right? Told me something in my ear as well. So it's like just being around the right people could change your entire life.
Boom.
And now he's here in Miami living his best life. Right, Brett? Yeah. There you go. So, fellas, networking is key, man. Say what you want. Oh, networking is gay. Nigga, use it all your time. Yo, actually, the person that said that does it every day today still. So, just saying.
Yeah, Brett put himself in position to add an enormous amount of value where it was like, all right, we got to work with this guy. That's what he did. You know, and he came from doing like, you know, manual labor, landscaping, construction, that type of shit. He was doing that. What did he do? He got in the real world, learned a skill set that would be valuable. He used that skill set to network with us. Hey, I'll work with it for you guys for free. Put clips, blah, 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 blah. Now he's on the team helping out. That's how you add value, guys. And you can do this in many different ways, right? You can do this whether it be through social media or other ways. But the point I'm trying to make is the bottom line is simply this, guys. If you're trying to get into a certain network or get in with a certain, caliber of individual, whatever it is, no matter what profession it's in, you need to identify the problem, come with a solution for that problem, and then use that solution as the equalizer to bring back this gap. Here's your gap. Here's them. Your skill set, that solution that you have, bam, now you're equal, and you've equalized yourself where you can add value now, and that person will deal with you to make up for the discrepancy.
Fellas, we're here all week. We do Zoom calls once a week, Castle Club pretty much. Guys, join Castle Club, link down below. And don't forget, Networking is key, man. Don't forget that. All right. Last point now, which before we head to After Hours with Girls, is going to be only pay for things that benefit you for self-improvement. Now, this is where I had an issue. My friends did as well at some point because the lifestyle itself can suck you in. For example, let's say I focus on enjoyment and fun. I'm going to do dumb shit. I'm going to probably pay for alcohol. I'm going to probably pay for parties. I'll probably pay for festivals. And it's fun in the moment, but how does that help me improve? You're still in the same spot. Or even worse, because now you got to reset the next day. You're drunk, you're lit. You're either hungover. And then what have you accomplished? I know people that have been living in Miami for 10 plus years. I've been here for 12 years. They're in the same job, same spot, no assets, nothing. I'm like, wait a minute. What did they do that I didn't do? Oh, that's right. They focused on having fun, how they felt, being happy versus being constructive. So you know what? Discipline. If I want to achieve a property, maybe get a business, I can't just party every night and be like, oh, yeah, it's gonna come to me, manifest. No, I have to actually look for things to make it happen and say, you know what? No to this, no to that. I was told that my last job, come drink with us at the bar. We got open bar. Come with us, Walter. We love you. Da da da. Nah, I want to buy a property. I sat there for 2 years, working overtime, while they were partying, having fun. And what happened? Fast forward, they lost their jobs. 2 years later, I had a property and an amazing business, a business partner. Where they're at. But again, I had to say no. Events, drinking alcohol. No, it's not for me. I have goals to achieve, and if I drink that night, next day I'm gonna be fucked up. I can't work overtime. So you gotta make a choice, fellas. Spend money on what's gonna help you improve versus what's gonna make you lose.
And the other thing too, a lot of you guys will come here to Miami or New York City, one of these major cities, and you'll get lost in the fucking sauce. You come here,
yeah,
you're making a bunch of money, and you start partying, having too much fun, all this other stuff, and then next thing you know, work takes a back seat. Dude, you gotta look, man. There's a reason why I lock myself in the house damn near all day.
It's smart. It's smart.
It keeps you away from doing dumb stuff, bro. It really does. So, guys, you must fight the urges to have this mindset of, oh, I feel like I'm missing out, fear of missing out. Bro, fear of missing out is the worst thing ever. It will lead you to inevitable problems, man. So always stay focused, guys, no matter where you are, located. And, obviously big cities create a lot of opportunities,
Vegas,
but
Miami.
they can also create a lot of problems as well. You have to make sure you stay disciplined. Go to the gym, train, do your job, do what you're supposed to do. Maybe one weekend a month, maybe if you want to go do something. But even then, bro, I like to lock in for months at a time. That's me. I know some of you guys aren't capable of doing that.
Yeah.
But you got to limit the fun, man, and just be prepared to suffer and get yourself up to a certain level. Then from there, you can kind of analyze and go from there. But yeah.
Well, we know a guy, young influencer, kid in Miami at a young age, was doing pretty well, making I think between 50 to 100K a month off of his interviews. He got lost in the sauce. He started partying, drinking alcohol, going to strip clubs. Obviously, I don't want to say his name because whatever. And he lost everything. Had to move back home with his family, and we start over. Then he came back, said, you know what? I'm done with the partying, done with the girls, done with the strip clubs. Now, he just bought a brand new car, pretty much paid off, and has really thriving business, and as well as money coming in every month from his other businesses. So he locked in, cut out the bullshit, and said, you know what? I'm done. And he learned from example what not to do because he went through it. And everyone does at some point. Whether you lose your job, you lose a sponsorship, you lose a deal, you lose your income. Now you say, you know what? I've taken the L to go to the W. Because listen, no one's perfect. You're going to make mistakes. No one's actually 100% perfect. Myers made mistakes. I made mistakes. But so you handle mistakes that makes you move forward and do better. Because, for example, if you say, oh, poor is me, I lost everything, I'm done, I'm defeated, you lost. The winners actually that win never gave up. They even took L's. Look at Donald Trump. He failed many businesses, failed at certain things. His casino in Jersey failed as well. And that's damning because that was supposed to be the biggest casino in America, so to speak, at some point. But no one's perfect. You're going to make mistakes. But handling is what determines where you end up.
And we got a big chat from Top Shay here. Shout out to Brett. Also, you guys changed my life. Words cannot describe. Love y'all. Appreciate you so much, Top Shay. Longtime supporter, man. Love you too, bro. Bro, we ain't going nowhere, guys. We're still taking over. Like I said, it's funny because all of our detractors that wish upon us to get out of here, they can't get us out of here, bro.
Do you know what we would have been?
They can't.
If we weren't shadow banned, if we weren't like hated on as much, if we weren't like, dude, we're like working on what 40% right now.
Yeah, we're operating. Yeah, chat. Just so you guys know, we're operating the way we're running the show right now, guys. We're only operating at about 40% of our capacity.
Literally.
Like if we ever get remonetized, bro.
Yeah. And we push boundaries. Like we've gone where people are not trying to go when it's easy to do. Like, dude, the shit that we bro, I can't tell you. We've been told not to do things, but for y'all, we did it.
Yo, put it this way, bro. Put it this way. Let's just keep this shit simple. Abba and Preach will never, ever, ever influence a presidential election. We did.
Yeah.
Big fucking difference. You know what I mean? They can talk as much shit as they want, whatever that is, but we're far more relevant than they are. I go viral way more than them. You know, I'm fucking everywhere. You know, whether it's me debating colleges, the girl show here, my stream that I do, networking with other people in the political world, the political space. Like, bro, it doesn't even come close, and we're operating at 40%. So if we ever get remonetized, all you guys on YouTube, you guys are cooked. We're going to make sure that we're all over the feed.
Bro.
Because we're not even operating at full capacity.
7 days a week, like last time.
You guys will not be able to avoid us. It's going to be, if we get remonetized, it's going to be literally 2021 Fresh and Fit, bro. You guys are not going to be able to open up your app without seeing us everywhere. We're going to be flooded the place. So pause.
Guys, real quick.
The takeover is coming very soon, my friends.
Castle Club, let me guys know if you guys want me to do vlogs for you guys. Castle Club alone. Because I'm thinking like, we're still doing a YouTube. Castle Club vlogs after the show, before the show. Put a few guys as well, and then Zoom calls at least twice a month for the guys. We'll do as well, so keep you guys updated. All right, and that's it for the list, man.
Yeah.
5 points. I'll go through them once again. So number one, fellas, for 5 ways to avoid this reset is to never buy a brand new car. Most time you buy a new car, fellas, you lose when you drive off the lot, and of course you're gonna have issues because you have to pay high insurance. That's one thing. Repairs, because cars companies are smart now. They say, you know what? Instead of getting you on the car purchase, we'll get you on the actual repairs. And number two is don't quit your job because nowadays the job market is cooked. Jobs are being lost at an alarming rate. And just this month,
1.5 to 2 times, guys, from your job that you're making before you quit yours.
There you go. So guys, the job market is cooked, man. So be careful, man, quitting your job for a new job because you never know.
We used to say 1.2. Now, bro, like I'd say you need to make like almost 2. You need to be making almost double whatever you're doing to leave your stable job.
Also, all the girls that say, yeah, bro, fuck a 9 to 5, start a business. You know what's crazy about these gurus? Most of them, some of them are mad broke now or gone because to maintain a business is not easy. A 9 to 5 job where you're stable and you can have a side business on the side to make money, good scenario.
And bro, we're like the only people like in the financial thing that tell y'all this, bro. Like we don't have a course to sell you guys. This is like, look, just so you guys know. We're demonetized on YouTube. We have no benefit for doing this show. This gets the lowest views.
Yeah.
Right? When we do our financial stuff. We're doing this because we genuinely want to help because I know that the guys that are watching this are serious about this.
Yeah.
And we really get no benefit from doing this. None. But the reality is we keep doing the Money Mondays because this is critical because a lot of you guys might be, in a bad situation financially. You might need some guidance, etc. So we still do this because it's that important, even though there's no benefit to us. So my thing is this. Guys, we're telling you, 1.5 to 2 times as much. These business gurus that are selling you a course have an incentive for you to quit your job. Because we're telling you guys not to quit your job.
When you quit, where do you go? To them.
Yep.
Hey, I don't call names, but Mr. Trader FX, could you teach me how to trade stocks? Oh, sure, I will. You quit your job? Got you now.
Yep.
Gotcha, bitch.
That's how I got you, bro.
We don't want you guys to be in that situation, bro.
Yeah,
we don't want you guys being like dependent upon them. We want you guys to have this money coming in from your job while doing your side hustle. Now, here's the thing that sucks. You're going to have to work twice as hard because now you have your full-time job and you're doing this thing on the side. Yeah. And a lot of you guys, it's tempting. You start making as much money from this and you say, you know what? I want to quit my regular job. But here's the problem. Anything can happen, bro, when you're starting up your business. Anything can happen. Someone can get sick. You lose your money. Things go down. Market dips, whatever it is. Yeah. So what you got to do is 1.5 to 2 times as much. Once you're making double, then you can slowly start to put less effort into your regular job. Maybe cut hours a little bit. Maybe, take less, work less days, whatever it is. But I don't want you guys to quit that job until you have a year of savings and you're making 1.5 to 2 times as much. So you're in a best position where you can leave that job and not have to look back.
Yep.
Okay. This is how you leave the rat race. Take it from 2 guys that actually had real jobs before doing YouTube. I'm telling you guys exactly how me and Fresh segued from doing a government job and a tech job in the private sector to becoming YouTubers and starting a podcast. We did it. We can tell y'all how it really works. Do not quit your job thinking, I'm going to become a business guru. I'm going to have this laptop lifestyle. Don't fall for the lies, guys.
I wish somebody was doing this type of content when we were coming up because We had to put it together, different videos, to get us the information. You're getting it here, plain as day, simple, broken on by Myron and myself, easy to go.
Yeah, whether you're segueing from the government to the private sector, or you're segueing from the private sector to entrepreneurship, like ensure that job that you have, the second hustle, is making as much, if not close to double what you have, and you have a significant amount of savings, so that you don't put all your eggs in one basket. And guys, please, if you're going to go into the entrepreneurship world where you're buying a course, you're doing some type of different skill, copywriting, clipping, whatever it is, like make sure you don't quit your main job, because that's going to be critical for you to really prop up your other job. Another reason too, guys, you guys want to know why we're able to grow so fast on YouTube and like really kill it? It's because we started out with good equipment. We started out with 4K cameras. We started out with with good microphones. First episode we were using Shure SM7Bs. We're using Sony A6400s, right? We had good lights. Right, we had a table, like a good podcast table that's still here to this day. Right, we had good production from the beginning. So what did that do? That allowed us to cut the learning curve and be able to make money faster. But we were only able to do that because we had a good amount of saved, and we had our other job, which we were able to use that money to funnel into the side project entrepreneurship. Do not believe these niggas that have never done anything before YouTube trying to talk about, oh, this is how you quit your job, blah, 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 or they got a course to sell you. We have nothing to sell you guys.
Yeah.
I just want you guys to be able to quit that job or leave that job in a position where you are now not dependent upon a guru or buying a course or any of this other stuff.
There you go. Number 3, have a minimum of 6 to 1 year savings, especially with a job loss. Mentioned before, guys, it's very important. Oh, hold on a second here. DPG in the building. He said, facts upon facts, double down on the 6+ months of savings. Obtain as many sources of income necessary to achieve this mark as soon as possible. Get there, maintain, and grow. Good point, brother. Number 4.
Yes, we were able to upgrade to the U87 from the SM7B after we started with SM7Bs.
Yeah.
Right?
Also,
we didn't start with the fucking shitty-ass pod mics. We started with really good microphones in the beginning, and that's what helped us grow very quickly.
Also, mentioned, of course, for helping the podcast, too, Black Panther, Black Lemur.
Yeah.
They support the show a lot. DPG as well. So,
yeah, man. Shout out to all these guys, man.
Number 4, avoid going out unless it's free event or for networking. Obvious reasons, guys. You don't want to blow money in club. It's not smart either way. Number 5, only pay for things that benefit you for self-improvement. And that's it. So, guys, the reset is coming, fellas, faster than you think. 2030 is not far off. It's coming very fast. It's here to take your job and not give a fuck. So, you need to give a fuck about your life. Start from now and avoid the reset as much as possible. All right. Raj, thought the market for you again, brother. W Myron, W Fresh. I appreciate all that you guys do for us. Are you guys gonna have a call-in show anytime soon? We could do one.
You could do one while I'm gone.
Wednesday.
I won't be here, but you can. Yeah, you should definitely do one.
Sure.
You should do one. Yeah.
We should do a dating call-in show.
Yeah.
Oh, I got some stories, man.
That'd have to be on Rumble though.
Yeah, Rumble only.
Yeah, guys, we can't we're not putting dating stuff up on YouTube, which is another reason too why like these detractors like, bro, we literally, you guys don't get views, bro. For the past like 2 or 3 months, we've only put financial content on here,
and also
so disingenuous.
W Brett, because views are up.
Yeah,
so, even though we're doing,
we're posting shorts only and streaming once or twice on Fresh&Fit. A week.
Yep. Trying to level up. Don't get married, gents. Oh, we have a word from our sponsor as well, right? Yes, we do. Was with my soon-to-be ex for 12 years, married for 3. Focused on my grind and building a future, and then found out she was cheating because I wasn't available emotionally. Bro. 12 years down the drain, but I'm free now, trying to level up. FNF for real, following you guys for the last year. Keep it up, legends. Yeah, bro, you could do everything for a girl, and you're not there for her emotionally. Bro, it's messed up, bro. At this point, man, I think just having, actually, for YouTube, I'm going to say this, bro. Focus on yourself, man. Level up, because they'll come afterwards, and then you're in power. Metrovic says, keep it up. The fire content, Wiring, Fresh, and the crew. Also, shout out to the OSS Army. Shout out to OSS.
Yeah, man.
Top Shade with the subs, man. Don DeMarco for Top Shade. Get the subs on Rumble. Metrovic.
This beef is crazy.
Metrovic says, Fresh gives good advice to help improve, but good damn, I think me goddamn. Sometimes I can't understand what the fuck you're saying. I laugh my mouth off. It was all love. You know what's funny, bro? Like, you say that, but you still are listening to what I'm saying, and you can hear it. So I feel like at some point, you understand what we need to understand. So it works out. Plus, I'm not, how I used to be back in the day was way worse. Mario has comedy skits. Laugh my ass off.
Okay.
All right.
Hey, Mom, my bro's girl is about to be gifted a $20 million single-family beachfront home from her rich hedge fund dad. My bro's trying to decide, if they should rent it out, sell it, if market is at its peak. I mean, you could try renting it out, but are you going to have a consistent amount of cash flow coming in? I mean, if he owns it out front, then maybe. But if there's still a mortgage on it, bro, it might be better for it to sell that thing and put it into real estate that isn't going to be as costly to maintain. But yeah, it's a 20 million single family beachfront. It looks like it might be owned. Might be better to sell it, bro, and then go pick up other properties with it, because renting it might not give you the cash flow you want per month.
Yeah.
So, but there's so many different factors that go into that. Shout out to 3 Diglets says, out of all the investments you can make, where would you say real estate ranks in all of them?
Ooh.
Number one. I think it's irrefutable that real estate is by far the best asset class.
And then gold and silver.
I'll say crypto next.
True.
I'll say crypto next
So
because of the potential. But when I'd say I think real estate is the best because of the tax benefits, and that like our entire government and tax structure is built upon creating jobs for people or creating housing. That's why you get the best tax benefits from being a landlord and or owning a business. So by being a landlord and owning a business, you do both essentially, because especially if you treat your houses like LLCs and stuff. So I think real estate is, bro, because of the tax benefits. But there's other asset classes that are great too. Obviously, index funds, the stock market, if you know what you're doing. If you don't know what you're doing, then just invest in a basic S&P 500 or total stock market index, right? On whether it's a Vanguard or whatever, or Fidelity, any of these brokerages, crypto, and you should be all right, bro, if you do that, right? You can also get yourself a high yield savings account if you want. Yep. That's another option. But I definitely think real estate, crypto, and the stock market and or index funds are definitely the top ones, in my opinion.
3 Diglets. Shout out to you for that chat as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Cool.
To thrive, or put the money in the bank, compound interest and savings, or invest into more real estate. The house is in Malibu, California, near where you did that catch a cheater thing. Okay, I told him to just keep it. Again, see how much money you can get per month renting it out, and if you can do better by selling it and then picking up other homes, that might be the move. And also, you're in California, bro. You might want to take that money and get out of California.
Facts, bro. I would sell that shit.
Malibu is not. Yeah, I mean, Malibu is nice and all, but I mean, do you really want to stay in California? That comes down to you. That's a personal decision, but I would get out of California, bro. I'd go to Vegas.
Good point. JDS, the real man job market isn't cooked. It's time to bite the bullet, not be a bitch, and hit the construction jobs, men. None require college degrees, all pay 20 plus an hour, good character development. Yeah, that's a good option.
Yeah, blue collar jobs are a great way to go.
Good point, JDS.
And then you can work those blue collar jobs and still start a side hustle on the side.
Actually, I wager when people ask you what you do for a living, if you say trades, they'll be like, oh, they make money now at some point, hopefully.
Yeah, 100%.
All right.
Word from our sponsor.
Mo's not here.
Yeah, it's okay. I got it. I got the sound effect.
There you go.
All right, this episode is brought to you by Perplexity AI. Let me ask you something. How much time do you spend every day on a web browser? Clicking around, typing, scrolling through tabs, searching for one thing and getting distracted by 10 others? Yeah, it's a lot. Well, there's a new AI-powered web browser from Perplexity called Comet, and it's completely changing the way we use the internet. Using Comet feels like having a personal assistant living inside your browser, one that can actually do things for you. Not just give you answers, it literally acts on them. You can ask Comet to handle tasks like ordering food, booking travel, shopping online, finding promo codes, sending emails, even summarizing YouTube videos. So you guys don't have to watch these idiots on the air anymore when it comes to Anus and Reach. And it will literally click, type, scroll, and navigate like a real human would, all in real time. You just tell it what you need, and Comet gets it done in the background while you keep living your life. I've been using Comet this week, and honestly, it's wild. I asked for it to find me the best flight deals from Miami to Vegas for next month, and it didn't show me links. It actually booked the ticket, compared the prices, and sent me a confirmation email, something that your girlfriend should be doing for you. Then later, I had to summarize a long article for my stream prep, and within seconds, I had the main points ready to go. Pretty cool, right? If you want to take back your time online, go download Perplexity's new AI browser, Comet, right now at pplx.ai/fresh. And here's a bonus. When you download Comet today, you'll get a free month of Rumble Premium. So go check it out and let your browser do the work for you at pplx.ai/fresh.
There you go. All right, we have one more, right? From Coffee.
One more chat. We can do it on the show afterwards.
Cool.
Because Chris wants us to.
All right, guys. W Stream, man.
Yeah, W Stream,
Good
guys.
advice, bro. This is the old days back. Martin and myself doing the Money Mondays. The best. I think it's one of the best shows on our actual platform. I thought it was cool, but like this is one helps you guys move forward in life.
Yeah,
better
bro.
as well.
We're always going to give you guys this value. There's never going to be an end to Money Mondays or Fresh Fit. People could go ahead and hate and everything else like that, but the reality is we just stream mostly on Rumble now because YouTube is what it is. So financial stuff's going to be over here. After hours is going to be on Rumble, guys. We'll catch you guys over there. Peace.
Peace.